Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines in our beautiful city. Today I'm in the mood to continue building on our new districts, but first I had to have a gander at our beautiful university district on fire. So looks like kindling is gonna live up to its expectations. Usually my helicopters are just not fast enough to take care of that problem. Anyways, let's swap over right here to the new district. Right, we should have everything ready. That is good. Okay, so right now we need a little bit more industrial, and I thought we could start by just filling up what we actually prepared here. So all of this is going to be industrial, and I think this is going to be our border where we start to set up some decorations and everything. But that should support the ore industry as well as getting rid of the industrial demand. Now I just see we have a bunch of wonky things going on here. I want to make sure that whenever I see something, at least something minor, I'm gonna try to fix it. This is much less brutal. Of course, we cannot avoid slopes altogether, but we can make them as smooth as possible. Sometimes it doesn't require much. You see that just by placing the post a little bit to the right, it changes the curve completely. Look at this again. Now the slope is more extreme and now the slope is less extreme. There we go. Industrial demand goes down. Let's also set up more shopping. All of this road is gonna be shopping, but I also want to connect it somewhat more. Now having all of these roads here in general is gonna be a little bit confusing in the beginning. Might not even make sense, but let's just assume some of these got added later on. So this is kind of a thing that developed over time and not the entire district got placed in one go. Alright, beautiful. That's actually good enough. I want to have another connection here though. So this is probably going to go here. And yeah, we are going to leave the rest. Now we can actually zone this with low density shopping. I'm also going to continue here a little bit. I just want one more parallel road. Where are we going to connect this? I think... yeah, actually let me go down here. And this of course is still going to be all residential. We could think about setting up a park. Now, there was a complaint about me not placing the bouncy castle, and I actually totally understand that. It's just, I'm not being true to myself. We need the bouncy castle here, and it's gonna go right there. Okay, nice. Now, we basically want to wait a little bit for the development of the city, so we know the actual demands. They're gonna change a little bit as the newly zoned areas are upgrading. Yeah, I'm actually starting to like that. This is a good concept. It's gonna be difficult not to make the roads too wonky. For instance, we are gonna need to hide stuff like this, but this should be easy. Just placing a bunch of rocks beneath. I mean, it's even clipping at this point. So there's gonna be a couple of episodes where we are just gonna do some decorations. I cannot always just progress, you know. Maybe even in the next one, we should dedicate most of the episodes just decorating and improving stuff we already have. But today I really want to work on the foundations of this new district. It would actually be nice, for instance, to actually make this into a park. So maybe we can already define this. This should all be park area beneath the bridge, then going right there and fill all of this out. So the park is going to be approximately this size. We should already set up a gate at least and define this as a park. It's probably gonna be a city park again. That just makes the most sense. I mean, another amusement park, I don't think that makes sense. They should go to the other one if they really want to. We should have our park entrance right here where we currently have the tax office. So maybe I'm gonna attempt to move this somewhere else. Now the city park entrance should move right into this corner and we can set up a nice little pathway for this. This might also be a little bit of a bumpy ride, but I do like the concept of having bridges everywhere in this area. So we're also gonna branch off from here. This is all gonna be main path, maybe up to this point, just a little bit beneath the bridge. Another main path branching off here, going around, and maybe even joining up with the other one. There we go. And now everything else can be more or less straight. How does that even... yeah, that works out. Alrighty, that seems about right. Time to set up some plazas and everything. There's gonna be a plaza here. I already know we will be able to make use of another one. Now, we need to be careful how we place these. I want to place them in an orientation where I have to fix the least amount of terrain. So we want to place all of these shops and cafes somewhat reasonable. We can place some just beneath the bridge. Yeah, that's perfect. And there is also the bouncy stuff here, the trampolines. Want to have those right here. Park benches, no, but a climbing frame. Yeah, of course. Cannot go without a climbing frame and a bunch of gazebos. Have some more here. Have another one there. Nice. Cool. So the only things I can place, of course, are the piers. Except we made a little water area, but I don't think it's worth it for this park. We got the power and the water almost. Beautiful. The park has opened. Maybe let's make sure before I forget, we also want to set up some fencing. That's one thing that usually gets forgotten. And I know why that is, because it is usually quite annoying to do. It's not usually visible from the normal camera angles you're looking at the game. And also the Sims don't cheat without a fence. They will be using the main gate. However, we can still have a side gate here on the other side. I think that would be appropriate, and we just need to hook that up. Hold on, where's my fence? Right there, okay. We can continue this and hopefully get this all enclosed. Right at this point, I think I'm actually gonna branch over and we're just gonna fence off the park here as well. So just a random distance away from the pathway, we're gonna cut this off. Go right there and then finish it up. Can we do it in one go? No. There we go. Yes. Okay, good enough. It is actually visible, but as soon as we place all of the trees, the bushes, you know the drill, it's probably not gonna matter that much. As per usual, you guys hopefully will give me a bunch of names for this. I just noticed we have a little bit of a garbage problem, and that was because I didn't actually hook up these two recycling centers to the utilities, so they were just not functional. Now this problem is hopefully gonna resolve itself. Anyways, we still need a school, and I thought a community school might not be the worst of ideas. We can have that right here at the main road, and then also we are short on high schools. Let me see, the high school is probably gonna go along here, the main road. Let's push it here into the corner. We're also gonna upgrade a couple of these roads that are connected to the residential area in order for them to gain more land value. Yeah, the land value isn't great though. This is really something that develops over time. Like 10 minutes ago it was much darker. We can also see park is already at level 2. Nice. As this develops, let's take care of something else. You suggested to have some more additional helicopter routes. So I was hoping what we could do is add a helicopter stop here as well. What if we continue this road a bit? We go right here and up. This should allow us to place a helicopter stop. Yeah, nice, I take that. So from the airport they can go directly to Switzerland. And then just maybe we have an additional helicopter stop here. Yeah, I think this would be worth it. After that, do we want them to continue? I don't really see a helicopter depot in this area. I think we're just gonna drag a line now. Let's see. Oh man, this is getting complicated. So we want to continue the helicopter line right there. Continue into this one and then, yeah, that's actually an easy route. Right there. I'm gonna create a new line with a stop here. A stop there, and then we go back. So this will be airport, port, then zoo with 4 stops. I presume we're gonna have a lot of people on this route. Let me go with 8 helicopters for now. We shall see. Let's actually also have a look at the other line. We can see we already have 64 passengers on the route. Yeah, we definitely need more helicopters for that one as well. People are waiting. Yeah, nice. This new line already has passengers on board. Well, that was a bad example, but you can clearly see the people there. Uh-oh, I can see the problem. Maybe we need more stops, because now the helicopters are just waiting to be able to land. Yeah, right there. I'm not sure if this balances itself out, but they seem to be at each individual stop for a considerable amount of time. So if we had more stops in between, they wouldn't get into each other's way. On the other side now, just 2 helicopters landed at the same time. But check this out, they are here for multiple in-game days. Actually observing this for a couple of minutes, the distribution gets better and better. Yeah, let's get back to this in a while. Now we already have 4 passengers, a lot of them are waiting on the other side here, and of course this one isn't working properly. I was just missing the water by a little bit. But we have lots of people waiting here. Is this gonna fill up? Are you gonna get out? 11 passengers? Yeah, I just saw a couple of them getting out. Man, I had no idea the helicopters are gonna be this popular. Do I still have free public transport enabled? Oh, you know what? I just noticed I don't have free public transport enabled anymore. So we are indeed making money from this. Okay, this is insane. I don't even know how to fix that. I mean, just setting up more helicopters is not gonna solve the issue. They can only take 20 passengers. So essentially people want a quick way from the zoo to the airport, and since this is much closer than the metro, they're making use of that instead. Our tram line actually also goes very close to the airport, but it's never gonna be chosen over the helicopter, even if we bring the tram line all the way here to the entrance of the zoo. I think they're still willing to choose the helicopter. Yeah, looking at these numbers, I'm starting to believe helicopter routes should only be used for exotic things. It's not something that people would use to commute to work, for instance. And I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. There are high school students going to school. He's going to the high school with the helicopter. Oh, this is insane. I'm just having a brief look through all of the other lines and we seem to be more or less fine. You know, since I'm not changing too much within any given district, we don't have too many fluctuations, but sometimes it's worth checking again. I mean, what's the hold up right here? 88, no, it actually goes down again. I think we should be fine here. 1,700 people are using the north-south route. Actually, that's quite a lot. Our trains are also doing fine. The ferry line is doing as always. And then we have those helicopter routes that aren't quite working out because too many students want to go to school using a helicopter. Now, in order to fix that, I'm actually gonna grab this metro line that is currently ending in the Womb district, and we're just bringing it over here as well. So they are also gonna choose the metro line and not only the helicopter. We should be able to set that up here. Yeah, they might even prefer that over the helicopter because it's closer. Then hopefully we can just continue the metro here. Yeah, looks good. And we're gonna take a little curve, hook up with you, pause the game, take that stop, bring it over, add 2 more stops. Check out the line Neptune Womb. Okay, we had 13 vehicles thus far and now they went up to 16. Let's do 15. I think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, 15. This technically should help since it's going to the exact same location. Let's just hope they prefer the metro a little bit. How is Neptune's Trident doing? Well, at least they are not complaining about anything, but I also think, yeah, look at that. They're barely upgrading. That's not good. What do you want? Education. Ah, jeez, the game is just running so slow. I always forget. Even at the 3rd speed at the moment, it's quite slow. A little bit of rain, that's always refreshing, except that we have some floodage going on here, but I think that doesn't even have to do anything with the rain. It's nice people can take a little bath here, but there are so many... Oh. Served passengers last week, 66, and we have so many waiting. I wonder what happens if we just up the count to the maximum here. Checking out the other line, this one is quite consistent. Let's also do 10 helicopters for this one, but it never really went up with the 100 passengers there. However, this first line is just a catastrophe. Since I just made the metro change, I'm gonna wait for this to take effect. We can actually check it out here. We can see already 103 people served that potentially would have used the helicopter route instead. Nice, this is a really nice little hub. I wonder how many people already visited Switzerland. It must be a lot. 133,000. That's insane. Let's actually check out the first park here. Emberfield Park had 600,000. Fireview Ridge, I think, was the second park with 500,000. Okay. Pretty nice. Is the amusement park catching up? I mean, this is our main attraction. Yeah, look at this. This is going much quicker. Catching up in a couple of episodes, maybe. Good. Everything seems to be running smoothly. I also think we're making money. Let's check out the traffic. 82%. Very good. Do we have any substantial issues? Just a bunch of missing materials and maybe some noise pollution that I might want to take care of in the future. So let me see, there was this traffic issue because I set up all the factories at the same time, but I just see it didn't get any better. Maybe we should give them an opportunity to at least go on this highway. I think that is gonna solve a lot of the issues there. So if we just add a little branch here, that shouldn't, you know, cause any issues, and it's gonna relieve the stress on this intersection. None of the vehicles are gonna get into each other's way because only the vehicles coming from the top are gonna use this. Maybe we can make it faster by adjusting it, making it a little straighter, and then having a curve here so they can more or less go in one flow. Yeah, that actually works nicely. I was observing my city a little bit. I noticed that we have plenty of missing materials all the time, but actually it gets rectified every now and then. I still think we should soon expand our oil industry. It's gonna be here on the other side where we don't actually have oil in order to process it a little bit better. So we're gonna need another train station here, that's for sure, a cargo station. But checking out my finances, I think we are really not in a hurry. So instead, let's just go ahead and continue developing this. I already added a tiny bit more shopping, but I think we can just keep on going here. Now I'm gonna intervene the next time with a purely decorative episode. We're gonna take care of a whole bunch of areas that still don't look good, and we're gonna finish them. The more areas we can consider finished, the closer we get to the final picture of the city. However, today it's all about laying down the groundwork. There's gonna be more residential stuff next to the park. We're gonna expand into that direction in the future. However, somewhere along these lines I would like to go down, and I'm actually glad the bridge is creating itself. That's approximately exactly what I wanted to see. We can lead a road beneath that, no problemo. Then this can be coming down and creating another intersection here. Let me actually do this straight and then hook up with you. This one here is gonna connect to our already existing intersection. We're gonna add a bunch of straight roads here in order to maximize the area we can utilize. And then maybe here on the left and right a little bit of space for trees. Yeah, I can see this working. Let's hook it up to everything. I wonder if we should do one single high density here. I think that might actually look good. The low density is going to develop all over the mountain, so there's going to be plenty of low density. Let's fill this up with high density. Maybe here we can improve things a little bit by adjusting the slope. No, I did not get more squares out of it. Maybe instead we're going to bring this down a bit. Yeah, that might work out. Cool, that's what I wanted to see. Cool, the rest we're going to fill up with trees and rocks and other decor. Then, what I also wanted to see is a bunch of shopping that we're gonna have along this road. And we're actually continuing it here. That is gonna be difficult. I think we're gonna take care of this area the next time immediately. Because I already know what you're gonna say about that in the comment section. Can we get rid of a bunch of power lines? This is connecting, that is good. This is still independent, but we can do a little something like that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that as well. This still needs connect. Ooh, wait. No, that's not right. We can even get rid of that as well. This is already all connecting. This is connecting. Nice. I knew we could clean this up eventually. But what exactly is the problem here? I mean, this power is... What? Maybe this connection here isn't really registered by the game. Could that be? Okay, so that is just an optical illusion. Anyways, you get the point. We can get rid of power lines more and more. Okay, nice. They're starting to build. We can level out some of the terrain here in order to make the buildings a bit more appealing. Yeah, a lot of people always forget you can do a lot of things after the fact. Even if a building looks wonky once it's built, for instance this guy here. I mean, this is absolute insanity. But we can fix a lot of it by adjusting the levels in a way so it looks approximately believable. And this might be actually an example of something that is not fixable. Yeah, actually in this case, if we encounter something like this, I will probably get rid of this house. Because the spot it's in is just too extreme. But the rest here we can easily terraform and smooth out. So that's going to be a big topic in the next episode. Alright, nice. Slowly but surely they are starting to build. Maybe let's think about some plazas and other park structures. I could have one here somewhere instead of offices. Yeah, let's have it here. Actually, I might want to bring this in a little bit. So we create a road like so, and then have the plaza in the corner. I also set up a dog park right here. That means we should be able to wrap things up with one more park. Let's have that right here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, that's gonna turn out nicely, I think. Now we just need to let it develop before we continue building. See what's happening with the demand. I'm still confused about the shopping. They seem to need a lot of shopping, or we should make sure they also upgrade. But the land value, as you can see, is getting better. The next time we'll be taking care of details as I promised. And with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.